I request the webinar coordinator, Dr. Jayanti Jagdev, to please start with requesting the president to.
Yes. President Madhusmita, you can wear on your collar.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you, madam.
Okay.
Good evening, all of you. Namaskar. Innerville greetings to one and all present here. Today, just now, I am requesting our district secretary, Mrs. Sandhyanani Misra, to offer color to our district chairman, Mrs. Manisha Srivastava.
Namaskar. Good evening, everyone. Innerville greetings to one and all. Now I request our Chief Guest District Chairman Manisha Srivastava to put on her color.
Thank you, District Secretary Sandhya. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Let us now start the district webinar. Meeting is called to order. I request District Secretary Sandhyanani Madam to read the Innerville prayer.
Thank you, Madhusmita. I request everybody present here to raise their right hand for Innerville prayer. Instill in us, O Lord, the true meaning of friendship. Never let us forget that we are all thy children. Notwithstanding the differences in our culture and creed, endow us with a desire to serve our fellow men, remembering that we too often need help whenever or wherever the need for service arises. Help us to be ready to serve, endeavoring to make our batch of Innerville worthwhile, ensuring that we have not lived in vain. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now let us join for the lighting of the lamp, followed by floral tribute to our beloved Oliver Golding. Dear partner, please.
इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना, हम चले नेक रास्ते पे हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना, इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना।
Thank you. Thank you all once again. Thank you all once again. Esteemed chief guest of this district webinar, none and only the district chairman, Mrs. Manisha Srivastava, District 326. We have with us respected district secretary, Mrs. Sandhyanani Misra, respected guest speaker, the resource person of this webinar, company secretary, Mrs. Sunita Mahanti, respected galaxy of sparkling stars, the past district chairman, respected all district and club executive and advisory committee members, galaxy of past presidents, secretary, and all office bearers 2021-22. Distinguished members of District 3 to 6 and all my dear friends. A warm Innerville greetings to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this district webinar on celebrating women, cheering the women entrepreneurs, being organized today by our prestigious Innerville Club of Bhubaneswar. We are greatly honored and immensely pleased to have with us our ever smiling, dynamic District Chairman Mrs. Manisha Srivastava as our chief guest. We are really thankful to you, ma'am, for taking the precious time out of your busy schedule and joining us today as our inspiration. Ma'am, You are the best friend, philosopher, and guide for all the inner will clubs. Your kind presence today, even virtually, gives us a moral boost in working towards our goals. Once again, I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Razi. Thank you very much.
I feel delighted to welcome the most energetic, inspiring District Secretary, Mrs. Sandhya Misra, for kindly accepting our invitation and for our gracious occasion. Welcome you, ma'am. We are also privileged today that we have with us Company Secretary Mrs. Sunita Mahanti as our resource person. She is a renowned company secretary and reputed motivational speaker of our state on the issues of women entrepreneurship. I welcome you, ma'am, to the
Thank you. Thank you.
to
Thank
the
you, ma'am.
district webinar. I welcome you all for your support and your presence today. My special thanks and welcome goes to our past district chairman, past presidents, immediate past presidents, and all other distinguished executive and advisory committee members, as well as distinguished members from all clubs of Bhubaneswar and all all over India, and my dear friends for their participation and support. I have also great pleasure to welcome the most inspiring members of organizing committee of district webinar, especially past President Dr. Jayanti Jagdev ma'am and immediate past President Mrs. Nadia Makbilpur ma'am, CCC past President Manjula Mishra madam and whole team, and also media partner for their kind support and cooperation. The purpose of this district webinar and in today's gathering is to celebrate women by cheering women entrepreneurs. We would like to focus on talking, discussing, and brainstorming on issues relating to women entrepreneurship. Well, I do not want to take much of your time today through this webinar. We hope we will have lot of learning. Once again, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you, and let us continue our quest of friendship and services and make Innerville proud. Thank you once again to all. Now, I request past President Dr. Jayanti Jagdev, who is a brilliant speaker, philosopher, well-known educationist, to conduct the further proceedings of the webinar. Madam Jayanti
Thank
Jagdev.
you. Thank you, Madhusmita. Thank you so much. Once again, a warm welcome to our district chairman, whom we got today, Manisha Srivastav, and Sandha, who is our very own, our district secretary, and our chief speaker, Sunita. Nadia, of course, she needs no introduction. She is with me all through. And all the past district chairmen who are present here, the past presidents who are here, and all the wonderful Inner Wheel members. I accord a hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you all for attending this wonderful seminar. Now, the topic today is celebrating women, cheering entrepreneurship, women entrepreneurship. At last, we have come to a stage where we can celebrate womanhood. After all sorts of atrocities, harassment, which is still continuing, I will never say that we are free from all that, but even then, the word celebrate has been attached to womanhood. Now, the empowerment of women continues to be a central feature in an effort to address social, economic, and political challenges across the globe. To celebrate the gracious occasion and celebrate the spirit of womanhood and the spirit of women entrepreneurship, Startup India is engaging in multiple activities to support and inspire entrepreneurs. Women as entrepreneurs are multitaskers, they're firm in decision making, and they have the ability to handle finance and resources. Women's socio-economic role goes unrecognized in India. Most women work as unpaid caregivers, household managers, or in other home-based positions. Only a minority work outside the house. While women are better educated and enjoy improved healthcare than before, they continue to face structural, social, and economic barriers to paid employment that limits women's individual economic advancement and constrains India's social and progress. Women are no more confined to the four walls of their homes, and their immense strength and potential remained unrecognized and unaccounted for. The need for developing women entrepreneurs for the overall development of the country is of utmost necessity. The fact remains that the citadels of excellence in all spheres are no longer the prerogatives of men in India. The general consensus that is emerging in all discussions relating to the development of women is that promotion of women entrepreneurs should form an integral part of all development efforts. Women in India no longer shy from achieving their dreams, making bold choices and breaking barriers in every field. There is no glass ceiling, only the open sky for them. Entrepreneurship among women has the power to create positive outcomes for individuals, societies, and economies. Women employment contribute to outsized social returns as women invest more of their income on children's health and education and benefits the future generation. Women believe that working for themselves reduces their dependence on a spouse or family. They even view it as a means to break the ceiling. When we speak of women's economic empowerment, we refer to women's economic rights, including equal access to, ownership of, and control over land, property, productive assets, and resources, including finance. Women should freely assert their autonomy and exercise their choices and their full access to decision making in all economic decisions that affect their lives and the lives of their family, communities, and the societies. Entrepreneurship and decent work are the bedrocks of economic empowerment. Entrepreneurship is a clear opportunity for women's own economic independence. And we know this year's theme is break the bias. So let us all try to do that. Thank you. Thank you all. Now I would request our CCC past president, Mrs. Manjula Mishra, to introduce our chief guest, Mrs. Manisha Srivastav.
Thank you, Seminar Coordinator, Past President, Dr. Jayanti Jagdev. I am honored to introduce the esteemed chief guest of today's seminar, our District Chairman, Mrs. Manisha Srivastav ji. Manisha ji was born and brought up in a humble family of Jabalpur. She personifies the values of perseverance, humility, selflessness in her true spirit. She has finished her education from Jabalpur. She has done diploma in cooking and decor. With the encouragement of her family, she had marveled in all fields like painting, sketching, poetry, interior designing, and cooking. She is very popular among students, family, and friends because of her friendly nature. She has acted in various stage shows and got award from President of India, late Gyani Jail Singh Ji, for her mono acting. Her leadership quality made her join the Inner Wheel in the year 2007. She made her debut into District Executive Committee of Inner Wheel District 326 as District ISO in the year 2015 and 16. She then served as district editor, district treasurer, secretary, ESO, and district vice chairman, and became the chairman of our district 326 for the running year 2021-22. She has attended many triennial conferences. She is also the president of Sangini Club, Muskan Club, Devas Club, Red Cross Society, and has received many appreciations and recognition. She was adjudged Mahila Ratna for her selfless service to the society. She is happily married to industrialist and philanthropist, MPSP, Rotary, PP, past president Rotarian N.K. Srivastava. She has two strong pillars of support in the form of her two sons, Tarang and Umang. She has also a lovely daughter-in-law, Urvi, who is a fashion designer and runs a designer hub. Dear friends, please put your hands together as I present before you our ever-smiling, enthusiastic, friendly, and all-in-one District Chairman, Mrs. Manisha Srivastava.
Thank you, Manjula. Thank you so much. Now, Manisha, the floor is all yours. So, and you can address us.
Yes. Hello, friends. It's my pleasure to welcome District Secretary Sandhya Rani Mishra and our loving PDC Madhumita ma'am. Today, I think many of our district persons are not attending because they are having many other webinars. Even I was having, but I joined it because Madhu with. So, my dear strong women, we have the power to bring change. On this note, I welcome and extend my best wishes to Innovi Club of Bhubaneswar for inaugurating the virtual district webinar celebrating women journey of entrepreneurs. My dear members, my heartfelt thanks to everyone for giving me this opportunity to celebrate the discussion, this virtual webinar with you all. I extend my heart thanks to President Madhusmita Mishra, Webinar Coordinator Jayanti Ji, and the Secretary Pratima Nalini for the super work and wonderful organization of these webinars you all do. You all have achieved a great milestones today, and I'm just eagerly waiting what you are going to say. So many congratulations and blessings to you all. My special word of gratitude to dear Mrs. Sunita Mohanty, in resource person, and we are very much waiting to hear to your guidance and strong spirit, what you're going to show us and what we are going to teach us. My dear friends, notable women have had a long history to being entrepreneurs. Since century, they have been breaking barriers and paving the way of other boss female. From running home-based business to scaling large chain, women have been breaking glass ceiling along the way. Successful women entrepreneurs are inspiring others to virtue on the path of entrepreneurs through their success stories. Today, women are thriving the startups and branching out on their own as independent consultations or freelancers. More women are willing to take a leap of faith in business as it gives them the freedom to set their schedule, earn their own money, and the freedom to pursue their passions. As a woman, it is all about trusting your guts and believing your dream to make them come true. Women are stronger, stranger to entrepreneurs, and are well aware to the challenge and difficulties. They have been breaking social barriers, aspiring people, and leading the way from themselves in the industries. So, my dear friends, even through many women have managed to write success stories, there are still challenges to women entrepreneurs as investors and the public believes men to be more suited to the leading roles. This scenario has changing rapidly, and women today can travel far, meet new peoples, create new networks, and have crossed almost all the barriers. Do you mean that it is true? This year we have launched women entrepreneurs. So many women has got so much advantage in their business. So taking out time for personal development is the importance to bring out your individuality and the keys of success. Every woman should take their responsibilities to support all local, regional, and national women-owned entrepreneurs. The needed of the hours to encourage female entrepreneurs to become forward with confidence, since it is not only leads to more females investors, but also produce more employments and aids in the reductions of grand gap. Women are the best at multitasking, creativity, money management, negotiation, skills, honesty, realizations, compassions, and taking everyone along. Do you agree? Women are like that?
Of
So
course. Of
these
course.
are these are actually the skills required to be successful entrepreneurs in the building things ground up. I congratulate all the women's entrepreneurs who have broken the age-old shackles, the provisional nations, rules, barriers, and paved the way for other women to come to the front and to be lead the change. So, दोस्तों, हमारे देश की बहुत सारी ऐसी महिलाएं हैं जिन्होंने अपने दम पर अपनी पहचान बनाई है. उन्होंने अपने मेहनत और लगन से सक्सेसफुल बिजनेस वुमेन इन इंडिया का अपना नाम दर्ज कराया है और हम लोग इन्हीं वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को इन इंडिया में नाम से जाने जाते हैं. इंडियन वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स का ट्रेड काफी पहले से शुरू हो चुका था, लेकिन अभी हाल में टॉप वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स इंडिया की लिस्ट के प्रकाशित थी, जिससे फेमस वुमेन्स इंडिया भी कहा जाता है. So, and this year our theme also is women entrepreneurs. हमारा strong women, stronger world. That is why we all women will rock further also. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manisha, for
Thank you, Nidhi.
wonderful, thought-provoking, and lucid talk. Now, Manisha has first began saying that women have the power to bring change, and that we all believe in. Then she said, since centuries, they have been breaking the barriers, running business and home together, breaking the ceiling, which I had also mentioned in my talk. Most women are willing to take up business for freedom because they can do something of their own and not always be subordinated by someone ever above them and make their dreams come true. She also said that breaking social barriers also, there are still women who need to come forward. That is, of course, very, very true. Every woman should be responsible to encourage others. Women are the best multitasking. They can manage and handle many work at the same time. Home, business, social work, children, and the elderly persons at home. Everything can be taken care of by a single woman. So she has also congratulated the women entrepreneurs and said that woman has made a name. Indian women entrepreneurs are going ahead with their motto that they will be free and make something of their own. Thank you, Manisha. If I have done justice to your talk. Thank you so much. And so now I would request our bulletin editor, Dr. Josna Mahapatra, to get the special bulletin released by our chief guest, Manisha.
Good evening to all. Namaste. Thank you, Professor Jayanti Jagdev. Can I request Manisha ji to allow me to open the bulletin on behalf of her, as it is virtual.
Saji, most welcome. Yes.
This is our bulletin. So I'm just going to open it. It's a bulletin Sati that we have given all the activities and all the photos of the activities and the messages. We have just.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very nice.
Here we have also given a picture, women helping women.
Yes. Thank you, Josna. Thank you very much. Very nice.
Thank you so much, Josna. Thank you very much. Now I have I think they're showing the bulletin page.
We have a column also where all our friends have spoken their insight about women.
Wow, very nice. Thank you, Josna. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Joseph.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now I have the pleasure of handing over the proceedings to our seminar co-chairman, Mrs. Nadia Makbulkar. Nadia?
Yes.
Come over. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Jayanti Jagdev, our webinar coordinator. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this pleasure. I have the pleasure to once again welcome our district chairman, Manisha ji, to this.
Thank you, Nadia ji. Thank you.
webinar.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes. And I would like to also welcome heartily our resource person, Madam Sunita Mahanti ji. It's really an honor today that we have got this galaxy of our very important personalities of Innerville, District 326, and the friends of Innerville as well, because I can see some of the participants are also very good friends of Innerville, who are potential future members of Innerville Club. So it's very nice. And the topic for today is really, I mean, something which we all were looking forward to have it. So we just move on, and I just would like to request our member, dear member, Dynamic Varshaji, to please introduce our resource person, Mrs. Sunita Mahanti. Varshaji, over to you.
Thank you, Nadia ma'am. Good evening, dear friends. I am presenting the introduction of Company Secretary, Mrs. Sunita Mahanti. Women with vision. Where there is will, there is a way. Mrs. Sunita Mohanty has explored the unexplored and was the first practicing company secretary from Odisha. Despite being one of the finest and leading company secretaries in the country and a successful women entrepreneur, Mrs. Mohanty still remains humble and down to earth. Her perseverance, commitment, and earnest behavior demonstrates her integrity in all aspects of life. She firmly believes that behind every successful woman, there is a supportive man with strong faith and dedication, and vice versa. Thus, she accredits her success to her husband, Mr. K. Sanjeev Patra, who has been a complementary part of her life. For 24 years, he has played a notable role in shaping her career and ventures. Driven by common passion and ambition, Mrs. Mahanti and Mr. Patra would add colors of reality to their dreams hand in hand. Some notable ventures are: 1. Under the guidance of Mrs. Mohanty, as its secretary, Happy Bliss Foundation has successfully educated over 1,000 of children and women from various urban and rural slums about topics like cancer, physical abuse, harassment, and fundamental rights of the deprived sections through various campaigns
Yeah.
conducted by Young Indian. 2. By collaborating with other like-minded women entrepreneurs with the goal of upliftment of women in the society. Mrs. Mahanti has contributed to the creation of We Collective, a group of women by women for women. We Collective friends to support women entrepreneurs in pitching their innovative ideas and gaining a platform to showcase their creativity. 3. She holds the position of director of director at SMA Export Private Limited, just verified an initiative of this company is India's first mobile and web application for online document verification. It has made the tedious task of document verification. She has been a fellow member of the Institute of Company Secretary of India, ICSI, with more than 18 years of experience in corporate advisory, legal, due diligence, joint ventures, audits of different statutes and corporate governance. Her dynamism has contributed to her becoming the first person from Odisha and second lady of Eastern India to be elected as the chairperson of Eastern India Regional Council of ICSI for the year 2015-2016. She is currently the chairperson of the FICCI FLO Bhubaneswar chapter for the year 2021-22. Considering her remarkable achievements, she has been a recipient of many prestigious awards, such as she was awarded the Best Women Entrepreneur Award in
Varsha ji, thank you
2018.
so much. I think the
Thank you, ma'am.
introduction
Thank you.
is more, and thank you so much for being modest
Thank
and introducing me.
Thank you, ma'am. Over to thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Varsha ji. And
Thank you.
I'm sure, Sunita ji, you are too humble. You really didn't want us to go forward. But I mean, morning shows the day, and we are also excited. I'm sure no one can wait further. Good that you stop, because no one can wait further to hear from you. Extremely honored, extremely happy. Sunita ji.
Thank you so much. Friends, feminism is not about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's just about changing the way the world perceives this strength. A happy and a cheerful evening to all of you. Respected Manisha Srivastav ji, District Chairman, District Secretary Sandhya ji, the immediate past President Nadia ji, the President of Wienerville Club Madhusmita Madam, the webinar coordinator of today, Dr. Jayanti Jagdev, and the most beautiful women who spoke about me, Varsha ji. and all the beautiful women out here and the privileged men, if any, in this webinar.
I hope there are some men.
So yes, they are privileged among all these beautiful women actually. So friends, today I'm here representing FICCI Flow. So I think I should speak just 2-3 lines about FICCI Flow to make you all aware what is this organization regarding. FICCI is Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Flow is its women wing with headquarters in Delhi, and we are 18 chapters pan India with around 8,500 plus women entrepreneurs. And Flow encourages and promotes entrepreneurship and professional excellence in women across all sectors and levels of economic activity. Flow Bhubaneswar is the 17th chapter launched amidst pandemic last year in April 2020, and presently we are almost more than 80 plus members who are women entrepreneurs, professionals, and homemakers. As the best part is, this is the only chamber of commerce where homemakers and aspiring women entrepreneurs can be members, because Flow believes that the members of Flow are ideal mentors and supporters of other women to enter the world of business and enterprise. We work together across the country for women development. Friends, I believe whether member of Inner Wheel, member of Flow, member of FICCI, member of Indian Chamber of Commerce, member of Confederation of Indian Industries, women are born entrepreneurs. Because when they are managing the home, that's the biggest quality that we see, that women are born entrepreneurs. But yes, there are a lot of difficulties and obstacles and challenges when it comes to real entrepreneurship and when women tries to do something innovative. So what I believe that entrepreneurs is all about believing, or rather I should say that facing the failure, managing failure, and succeed after failing. I really believe that entrepreneur, there is no such thing for an entrepreneur as a failure, you know. It's just trying out to move us in another direction. So if we come to the women entrepreneurship in terms of India, I can say India's transformation, economic, or more importantly, social, critically rests on the shoulders of women. And that's how most of India's 13 million owned MSMEs, I'm giving these figures because I'm a company secretary by profession, so I've researched on this, you know, and it's really, we need to know about that. Out of this 13 million owned MSMEs, a fifth of all enterprises in the country are run by single person. They are directly employing 25 million people or more. An accelerated growth of this enterprise and the size can radically change employment scenario in India to about 150 to 170 millions by 2030. This is a study by Ben and Google. So a McKinsey report says that equal opportunities for women will propel country's GDP by 18% by 2025. So friends, what I really wanted to tell here is the focus of all education should be on women. We as women, we as mothers, we as sisters should try to bring it that education that women can do whatever they want to be. It should not be guided that we should not tell them what they want to be, but the education policy, the focus of our education right from the beginning should be that they are, I cannot say they are equal to men, they are more capable than men. That is my statement, of course. Forgive me if men are here. But yes, with this, if we are giving them sound education, we can impact the GDP of the country, and it's not a small thing. Women entrepreneurs drive transformation, and that's not at the individual level. The power is to change economy and society. Women, we tell that when you educate a man, we educate himself. But when we educate a woman, we educate the society. So friends, the education for women is most important. History has witnessed that regions that ushered entrepreneurship have flourished. What's more important, it's women who break the barriers and gender stereotype while bringing a strong shift in the social focus through conscious
reproductive choices, investment in education and health that transform generation. The gender responsive innovations women bring into the business and markets are even more critical from societal point of view. The COVID, I'm sure each one of us has gone, and today is 21st March, 2 years before 21st March, we all experienced the lockdown or shutdown where India and the world figure has changed, more important, the economic one. And each one of us, an entrepreneur, has suffered a bit, a less or more. But I will give you some certain facts today where you will see that even women in this pandemic, this COVID have ravaged MSME sector, friends. MSME was the most affected. Yet Indian women stood up the challenges of lockdowns and shutdowns through innovations, new digital ideas, and business plans. From food startup to healthcare, wellness to mental health, women led the change in business innovation across India. In 2021, a year after the pandemic swept the world, India reported the highest number of startups achieved unicorns. Only 10% of them were led by women. But the brighter side, my dear friends, was that it was the highest ever. Out of the 42 Indian startups which received 1 billion valuation, 4 were women led. Friends, just see how women are so dedicated when it comes to entrepreneurship. These are wonder women of India and the future banks on them. Projection is that businesses led by women entrepreneurs are expected to grow by 90% in the next 5 years. Odisha is also not far behind the women-led enterprise revolution. Of the above, in Odisha, I'm talking about 18 lakh MSMEs, about 2.95 lakh enterprises are owned by women. A land of opportunities, I'm sure each one of you know, and we are rich in natural resources. No one can beat us, right from coffee to rubber to cotton. Everything can be produced in the state of Odisha. So with this natural resources and a proactive ecosystem with progressive policy framework and scheme, the state boasts a strong SAG movement. I'm sure each one of you know that, from paddy procurement to collecting electric bill, these micro enterprises are playing a driver's role in rural economy also. This must be amplified. It's not about urban, but it's also about rural entrepreneurship. And my dear friends, I see a lot more happening in the rural entrepreneurship, especially women with these SAG groups coming up and doing lot of activities, not only on a social front, but also economically and on a financial front. Women need to be clear and customized policies, whether they are urban or they are rural, equal access to institutional finances, as well as professional and technical support. Friends, this is where we women are lag far behind, because being a company secretary, we register a lot of companies. And when the company is women-led, they have a lot of problem while going to the bank for finances. The first question the banks are, आपके साथ कोई ये नहीं है क्या, mail नहीं है, there's no mail with you. So this is the attitude which we need to change as a women entrepreneur, that we can do something. And me, along with certain strong-minded women, are into that to approach the government to make a industrial park which is women-led, and only women entrepreneurs are in that. Only women entrepreneurs are in that park, so that the state sees what women can do, and the state can show persons who come to Odisha in specific that what a women entrepreneur can do. So being an entrepreneur and a woman makes it more difficult, but nevertheless the figures speak something different. Women are really going ahead, women are really doing things. Only we need mentoring, we need funding, and an ecosystem that facilitates entrepreneurial environment. There should be one window clearance here, because once a woman thinks of being entrepreneur, She has to run from this office to that office to that office, everywhere to get compliances done, to get clearances done. If that's a single window, then I think a women entrepreneur can just reach any boundaries. We should, as women, an enabling platform together to all women in Odisha and in India overall to achieve their full potential. These are platforms like this, when women come together, wonder things happen. That is what amazing things happen when women come together. We have heard behind every successful man, there's a woman. But behind a successful woman, there's unheard of another successful women. So friends, it's time we as women admire each other. And when we are admiring a woman, when we are admiring a quality of a woman, we have to tell her, get into the habit of lifting each other. We should, as women, keep on empowering others, because empowered women only empower women. Remember, friends, a strong woman is the lifeline of our family. She carries with her the power to endure pain and courage to sacrifice, which everyone cannot do, you know. It's really difficult for women who jogs between the work and her life, her personal life, her kids being the most prioritized, even if she's an entrepreneur and doing the work of an entrepreneur also. So she is indeed the epitome of love and sacrifice. This is what I believe. And we are the women who have fought thousands of battles and we are still standing, have cried 1,000 tears and still smiling, have broken, betrayed, rejected, abandoned, but still we walk proud, we laugh loud, we live without fear, love without doubt. This woman is beautiful, this woman is humble, and this woman is you, my dear friends. So I request everyone that to come together, believe in each other, help each other grow. I believe success is not about how much money you have earned, but it is about the difference you have made in people's lives. So friends, with these lines, I would like to end here. As Madhusmita madam had told you, just have 10 minutes to speak. So this is what is my feeling of women entrepreneurship is. I will end it that the woods are dark, lovely and deep, and I have miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sunita ji. I'm sure if it would be a physical gathering, the applause and claps would not stop. It would go on and on, because the women all got boosted up with what you said. So it is like we all have got the quota for next at least a few months, that we can go on with the energy you have given us. You really, I mean, gave such an insight to the women entrepreneurship, and you gave us such an insight to who we are, and really to know the value of who we are. I just, if you don't mind, I'll just recap few of the very important points. Of course, everything was important, everything was worthwhile, and such precious talk and address you gave today, which I'm sure everyone remembers. But I just had noted down few points that I would like to recap and share with the friends. That one was that you said first and foremost that women are already strong. So that's very good. So we go with that note. And then you were apologizing from the men if any of the men are here. But I think even if the men are not here, I'm sure today this message will reach to their ears. So don't worry, our members are good enough. They just know how to carry on the message and make it reach to the men as well. So yes, you said that the women are born entrepreneurs, and although they are born entrepreneurs, but still they have to face challenges, because they always start taking new initiative. And I think all of us are sailing in the same boat, that all of us are taking new initiatives as women entrepreneurs. Maybe some of us don't know that we are women entrepreneurs, but we should really understand that entering into the kitchen itself is one entrepreneurship that we begin. And of course, you rightly said that women can manage failure and they succeed through failure. So it was really giving glimmerings of hope to everyone. And the very right point that you said, and of course, as I'm in the field of education, I appreciate it with heart and soul, that you said the focus of all education should be on women. So an educated woman can do wonders. So we should allow the women to be what they want to be. I'm sure this was really something very interesting. And some of us always bring about the excuses of our culture, our tradition, but you made it very clear that it should be given, women should be given permission or allow them to be what they want to be. And women are more capable than men, that of course we all know it. So it's good that we got it reaffirmed. So you also said rightly that when you educate a man, you educate himself. But when you educate a woman, you are educating the whole society. And this is really a point that gives us more focus in women education. The gender response which the women bring to the society turns the entire face of society. And that's really true. Many people don't understand that what is that gender equality that we talk about. And I think it is now turning into gender superiority, which is the women are becoming now superior by the kind of women we have like you, Sunitaji, that you really prove that women can be even superior to men. And you also noted very rightly that even during pandemic, although we all feel that women were being limited to their access to the society, but they stood up and they faced challenges. And India reported the highest startups. And we also got to know, if I'm right, 10% of them were done by the women. So it is really very encouraging, and most probably among ourselves over here also in this platform, some of us are among those women who started certain tasks or entrepreneurship during this pandemic time. So they are Wonder Women of India, and future of India depends on them. I hope this reaches to the ears of all the politicians that the women are going to make the future of India. So you placed in front of us several facts and figures which are really eye-opening, and I'm sure all the members have heard them. And mainly the point that you said that we have to change our attitude towards women position and the rights of women. This is very important, and I think we all have to give hearing ear to it. Yes, I think these were some of the points, of course, many other points, but because it's not the limitations of the time of this webinar. But Sunita ji, I'm sure that Innovative Club of Bhubaneswar, if we want to take up any project for women, because this is our Stri Shakti mission this year we have got. So if we want to take up, I'm sure you would be the right advisor. So please don't mind if we will disturb you again and again. So thank you so much. It was so beautiful and quite enlightening. And we have one more, but I request the friends, if you have any question, please put it in the chat box, because in a while we will be having the open floor. So you feel comfortable. If you want to put any question in the chat box, I will surely put it forth for our resource person to answer to your questions. So meantime, I request our President Madam to please, yes, should we have the open floor now, or let's see if questions come. So as the friends look forward for their questions, we just move on to a presentation of mementos. So I request our President Madam to please do the proceedings of presenting mementos. And meantime, if anyone puts a question in the chat box, I will take it up as the open floor. Please, can I request our Madhusmita ji, please?
Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you so much. A token of love presented from Innovative Club of Bhubaneswar to our chief guest, Mrs. Manisha Srivastav. So, Manisha ma'am, this is for you only. So please, all should clap for your round of applause.
Next memento.
Next memento is for our guest speaker, the resource person, Mrs. Sunita Mahanti. A token of love from Innerville Club of Bhubaneswar, ma'am. Okay, thank you, thank you. A big round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Your
President
wonderful job.
Madhusmita. Thank you, President Madhusmita, for doing the honor. Now we just move on, as we also have done some steps in promoting women entrepreneurship. So we just would like to share it with you. And as we have our district chairman, Manisha ji with us, so we would like Manisha ji to also know about what women entrepreneurship projects Innerville Club of Bhubaneswar has taken up. So I just request our district ISO elect, past president, Mrs. Pushpa Harichandan, to please come forward and brief us about what women entrepreneurship projects Innerville Club of Bhubaneswar has taken up this year, and how we are going about it. Where are we going to take these projects? So after that, we are having 2 small videos about the kind of undertakings we have taken. So then please, Pushpa ma'am, could you please introduce this program to everyone?
Thank you, Nadia ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Greetings to our dignified guests present here and all my Innerville sisters who are present in this webinar. This year, our International Innerville President, A.B. Martins, gave us a beautiful theme, Pink First, which indicates women helping women. She also presents the new international social project campaign, Strong Women, Stronger World. Through this, we Innerville members can give our valuable contribution to achieve more just and equal societies. So under this Sri Shakti project, we had at first donated a sewing machine to a lady beneficiary, Mrs. Mamani Mondal. This young lady was facing difficulty in managing her family as her husband had lost his job during the first phase of pandemic. We identified her and helped her to set up a tailoring unit in her home. We also gave her financial support to start selling saris, dresses, bags, fashion, jewelries, etc., which added to her business. Time to time, our members visited her place to follow up and guide her further in marketing her products. She is now giving her maximum efforts and now is able to support her family. This year also, we have set up a vocational center, Kalyani, for ladies. We started first with tailoring skill first. In due course, we tied our center with Ruchika Social Service Wing for better opportunities for ladies who complete the training and can be rehabilitated or placed with dignified jobs. This will not only impart skill development but also empower themselves to support their family and also add to the economy of the society. We completed first batch of 15 ladies in December 2021. They were also trained to handle industrial machineries. 10 ladies out of them, this first batch, were placed at MS Sahi Garments Limited, Mancheshwar, Bhubaneswar, with about initial salary of 8,000 per month. Now, our second batch has already started from January, and we expect more and more ladies empowering themselves and having dignified status in the by having a good job and placed under this garment industry. And we also wish them all best so that they can further achieve their goals, and I hope their families, they can support their families, which will really help our society to flourish, and our ladies and the other ladies who were not placed, they are now rehabilitated with other, having some home business or some other tailoring unit in their own premises. This is what we have from our club this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Pushpaji. Now we have the video related to this, what our past president, Madam Pushpa, has told. We just have a video presentation.
ନାଇଁ ସେ ସେଲିଂ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଲିଂ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କାଢିକି ଦେଖା
ଏଇଟା ତମର ନା
ତାପରେ ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ ଫଟୋ ନେବେ
ବାସ୍ ବନ୍ଦ କର ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ ବିକ୍ରି ପାଇଁ ନା ତମ ନିଜର ନିଜର
ଏବେ ମାପ ଟିକେ କମ ହଉଛି
ହଁ ସେଇଟା ବି ନିଜର ସେଗୁଡ଼ା ବି ନିଜର
आप सभी को नमस्ते। माई सेल्फ मामानी मंडल। कोविड में इकोनॉमिक इतना डाउन हो गई है कि बहुत सारे लोग बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम में पड़ चुके हैं। इस टाइम में मीता मैडम ने हमारा बहुत मदद की है। फाइनेंसी, ग्लोसरी, हर तरफ की मदद की है मीता मैडम ने। लगभग 30-35 हज़ार की साड़ी, ड्रेस उन्होंने हमें बिजनेस के लिए दिया है। और इनर व्हील क्लब की तरफ से आप लोगों ने हमें सिलाई मशीन दे के हमारे ऊपर बहुत उपकार किया है। सिलाई मशीन से हमने कुछ मनी इनकम कर लेते हैं, इसीलिए आप सभी को मैं हृदय से शुक्रिया अदा करती हूँ। नमस्ते।
Thank you very much. Our dear past President Pushpaji was very nice, and the videos were also self-explanatory. So I think everyone really could get to know what steps have been taken. Thank you so much for the initiative and the follow-up. Certainly it will be followed up. I just got one question in the box. So Sunita ji is still with us. So Sunita ma'am, one question is that for the open floor questions, one question has come to the box, and that is, what is the initial requirement for starting an entrepreneurship by any woman? Like our members have asked that, what is the initial requirement for starting an entrepreneurship? Especially they want to know about the budget required and how they can go about it. Please, can you highlight this?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nadia ma'am. The initial one requirement, I would say, is the positive attitude that I can do it. Yes. We can start the business with various strategies. We can start it as a proprietorship firm. We can start it as a partnership firm. We can start it as a LLP, that is limited liability partnership firm. And of course, a corporate, that's private limited or a public limited company. Seeing what you are into. When you are starting, you can start it for a partnership firm or a proprietorship firm. You may not have much to invest. But if you are going for an LLP or a private limited company, you will invest around 10,000 for the incorporation, for the compliances to make your company. Because legal existence of proprietorship and partnership as on date is not there. Your legal existence comes when you are, once you're registered as an LLP or as a private limited company or more. So once you're registered, there are a lot of, you need to register yourself as an MSME, especially women, because there are a lot of benefits which the MSME registered firms and companies get. And as women, there are a lot of fundings and grants available also for women entrepreneurs, which as women entrepreneurs, we are ignored. We don't know. We are ignored by all these topics. So once you are into it, there are a lot of subsidies by the governments. There are a lot of banking finance schemes, especially 8 schemes are there by the government, where the finances will be given to women entrepreneurship. There's also a body called NSIC, National Small Industries Corporation, which also gives special uh, grant and training, mentoring, ETPs to women entrepreneurs specially. So these are the things women are ignored or may they not be knowing. So these are the things which has to be pondered and which has to be done. So for starting a business, we can start as a proprietorship firm also. We can start as an LLP. For proprietorship firm, you do not require much amount of money. But yes, once you're LLP, you can get yourself registered in MSME, NSIC, and also get the benefits of lot of grants and subsidies which the government is coming forward with. I hope I've answered it. And if
Yes, yes, very
Yes,
much. I
thank
think
you.
it was more than what was questioned. So it was really very nice. And I'm sure our members came to know about it. And if further questions, we may anytime disturb you, madam. So
absolutely, absolutely.
we look forward for more.
I believe
questions.
only one woman can help other women.
Exactly. This is what,
Mhm.
yeah, very true, very true. So with this, I would like to just conclude this session that we named it as Celebrating Women and Cheering the Women Entrepreneurs. And we really, I think we have done justification in this regard. So I hope everyone agrees with this. And every webinar, we carry a message and we carry a line of action. I think we have gathered this message today by our district chairman ma'am as the chief guest and as well as our resource person Sunita ji, that empowered women are the entrepreneurs. If they are entrepreneurs, it means they are empowered. And once they are empowered, they can always help many other women to be empowered. And this is something that we can help other women to achieve their dreams. So they all remain as for long number of dreams that they are having, the long list of dreams. So this would help them to overcome this. And so then women can always uplift, support, and encourage other women to come forward. This is what we have gathered from this webinar today. And of course, as our theme goes, the stronger women will make stronger world. So this is what we really have tried to discuss today, and we have come across. Some of the friends already have requested for Sunita ji's phone number. Sunita ma'am, if you don't mind, you please write it in the chat box so
Absolutely,
that the members can see. So ma'am's phone number will be written in the chat box, and requesting you all to send a WhatsApp message to ma'am and fix up some appointment with her. So I just hand over now to our dear President, Madam, to carry on with the rest of the things, to give asking for the vote of thanks and whatever ma'am has got in her agenda. Please,
Yeah.
Madhusmita ma'am.
Thank you, madam. I'm requesting now our club vice president, Mrs. Mamta Rajguru, to convey her vote of thanks. Mamta ma'am, please. Subhajam.
Well, not audible.
Ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Audible?
Yes, yes.
Good evening, all my honorable sisters. I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates of the webinar for their presence and contribution to make this webinar a great success. I extend my gratitude to our Chief Guest, District Chairman, Mrs. Manisha Srivastava, District Secretary, Mrs. Sandhya Rani Mishra, all the PDCs and district officials to take out time to grace the event. I would like to thank our distinguished speaker, Mrs. Sunita Mahanti, for making an excellent presentation and making this seminar a very meaningful and interesting. My special thanks to Mrs. President Mrs. Madhusmita Mishra, Webinar Chairman EP Mrs. Jayanti Jagdev, Co-Chairman IPP Mrs. Nadia Megwalkar, District ISO-elect Mrs. PP Mrs. Pushpa Harichandan, CCCC Miss PP Mrs. Manjula Mishra to organize a webinar even amidst pandemic. Thank you everyone once again for making it a great success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mamta ma'am. Thank you all for joining us today. Now the meeting is adjourned. I may request our media partner for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे